Hello guys, this video is turned out to be a voiceover because recording myself while thinking, measuring, figuring out stuff wasn't a good idea. The video was a mess. So I go with the voiceover and I will walk you out on the things that I did. On this video I'm going to recreate the project for LOKI because I need an accurate project to create templates and to start the actual building. To start off, I taped two sheets of paper together and then I drew my center line a little bit higher on the sheet of paper because in this project I want to do both the front view and the side view, and the side view is particularly important in this case. I start by recreating the neck, and then from there I use the real violin that I had on hand to recreate the body shape which I like onto the paper. Now, I try to go as better as I could on this stage, but I'm for perfection in this case because, well, I turned this into an Illustrator project. I was to do it anyway, and I can use the power of the computer to mirror the left side into the right side, so it's a perfect match copy. But I did still a good job. And after that, I start with the most difficult part of this project, which is the S-stock design. Now, I still want the same rectangular shape with the hollow center for this one, as you will see on a classical guitar, but I need to change the tuning key in this case. That are ukulele. For this new one I want guitar tuning peg, which are slightly bigger, so I need to calculate. And I think that I redrew it 3 times and I ended up making it smaller than the actual violin that I have, because in the last design I made the tuning key on the left side in line with the right side. This time the left side is going to be higher, so I can actually make the S-stock a tiny bit smaller. It's actually just 4mm I think smaller, but that will mean that will be a little bit more strong, especially in the short grain at the end, so it will be more stable. Also, I will have 13mm thick wall, so this will be plenty of stable. But if you are going to do something like this, I will highly recommend you to actually take a tuning peg and measure everything. I recreate every single thing here, not just the S-stock, but also the tuning peg, how the string will go after the nut, so I'm sure that here everything will be good at the very end. And I'm pretty proud of this design. Next I'm going to do the side view, which is very important because I need to get the height of the neck and the height of the bridge and the neck break angle right. So I start by taking the measurement of the end of the body, the end of the wing and the bridge directly from the draw above. I start by drawing a real size guitar saddle for this, the one that I want to use, so I know where the height of the fingerboard should be when the saddle is put at the medium position, so I still have room to adjust both, making the string higher or lower if I need it. Then I find the height of the fingerboard at the end, which is gonna be 2mm for the neck plus the 6mm of the fingerboard, so the fingerboard will be 3mm thinner than a normal violin, which is around 9mm. And then I drew the neck break angle. Now on a violin, on a classical violin, the neck break angle is roughly 12 degrees. That is a little too much, so I try for half of that, 6 degrees. And yeah, it was still too much. With 6 degrees I need to raise the bridge about 2 or 3mm, which is a lot. I don't want that. So instead I scratched that and I went for a 2 degree neck, which is a normal neck break angle for a guitar. Also, with the neck more flat I will be able to see the dot on the fingerboard much better. Now that I was happy with the neck break angle, I start to edit the details. 6mm for the fingerboard, the neck will be 1.5 cm big, which is again 3mm bigger than a normal violin, but because I took material away from the fingerboard at the end, it should be the same exact feeling that a classical violin. Also, you can see at the bottom of the body that I have the 2 lines that are the line for the edge that I need for put the shoulder rest. It's very important. And then I finished the side view adding an angle S-stock. It's thicker than normal because the tuning peg will be put on the side. The next day I went back and I designed other 2 S-stock design, mostly because, well, I'm happy with the S-stock design that I have and I will go for that, for the first one, but I had other 2 in mind and I want to have the project done right now and the Illustrator version, so when I will do this in the future, because I will probably do it for selling, I will have them ready. The first one is a pretty simple design. I just have to fiddle around with the position of the tuning bag to make sure that they don't interfere one with each other. The second one is a little more interesting, is the same hollow concept that the first one, but the wall for the tuning peg are tilted, so it's kind of a mashup between a classical guitar S-stock and a more modern guitar S-stock. Also on this one I make sure that the string will go from the bridge to the tuning peg in a straight line, so after the nut they will not deviate, which I believe is a nice touch. I like it when I see it, so nothing more. And it took me a while for make all this project, around 3 hours, but I'm pretty happy with that. And now we can move to the next phase of this preparation series, which is cutting the blank that you will see behind me and make it into 2 separate blanks for a body, for a bass and for the violin. So, if you excuse me, I'm now gonna make a coffee, edit this thing, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.